Um, I attempted to call you, and I was going to explain to you that because this is on a private property, that I'm not able to enforce any tows, citations, things of this matter.
So this property can legally comply with the ADA law that says that they have to have X number of disabled parking spots available for disabled persons, but yet there's nobody to enforce it. Is that what I'm to understand? Like you're law enforcement. I can open this gate and you can all day long come on to a private property, a private parking lot and cite. That's no different than Walmart. Walmart parking lot is a private parking lot. But yet I see people parking and getting citations for violating the disabled handicap law all day long. So I'm very confused.
So basically, if I don't know if is there no available handicap? Is that what you're telling me?
That's correct.
Okay, so if someone were to arrive at that location,
That's
and
us.
Okay. If someone were to arrive at that location and had a valid handicap placard and there was none available, that is on the hotel, and for them not providing one for you because this is private property and they need to have accessible parking for you. And if they're not towing vehicles on their own property that are parked in handicap, that is on the hotel. That is not on law enforcement. Did you already notify the
I
hotel
did.
about this?
I did. And they said, and he told me that he wouldn't be able to do anything about it until he calls management in the morning. And I said, we need the spot now. Are you kidding me?
That's on the hotel, ma'am. I'm sorry, but they should have tows are 24/7 available. And they have a number. In my experience, all hotels, all property management, apartments, condos, they all have a phone number for a tow company that they can call anytime for a vehicle that needs to be towed.
Not this one.
Again, that's going to be on the hotel. If you would like to go after them, that's on you.
Well, I would like a copy of this complaint with your explanation that I can use to supplement my complaint, because I'm an owner here, just like the people who think that they're above the law because they know that it's an underground parking garage and that little gate closes and there's going to be no consequences for those two Cadillac Escalades to park there and take that spot from a rightful disabled veteran that I am the caretaker for. I'm a mandated reporter, and I'm mandating that there are two people that do not legally have a right to be in those spots.
Okay, what are you an owner of? You mentioned you were an owner. What do you own?
I'm an owner here at this condo, just like everybody else. This is not a hotel.
So this is a condo. Oh, okay. That gives even more right for the property. I was understanding this is a hotel. The call came out of a hotel.
No.
Okay, so this gives even more right for the property management to tow. I've been in property management for about 15 years, and as soon as there is a vehicle that's either blocking a driveway on one of the properties, we have a tow company that we call right away, and we never call I've never called law enforcement for any tow that's been parked on a disabled parking lot, a driveway, a red curb. This is on your property management. It's not.
Okay. All righty. Well, then it's an ADA violation. I think it's $5,000 per violation. So that sounds like a $10,000 demand for our pain and suffering and inconvenience. But again, what was your name?
Officer Caliente.
Oh, I'll never be able to spell that. Can you spell that for me?
Yeah, it's going to be Cadiente.
And do you have a badge number?
Yes, it's 1026.
Great. And are you going to, is this going to be documented? Is there a call number? Is there anything I can reference? Because I'm really good at doing public records requests. So most likely when I get back home, I will be putting in a California public records request to get a copy of this conversation, or at least whatever you might have through the dispatch of my two placed calls, just
Yes, I
for
have an
my
incident
own.
number for you.
I beg your pardon?
I have an incident number for you. Are you ready?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
It's going to be 24060035035080.
Okay, great. That way I can reference that for quality training and transparency purposes. Like I said, as a mandated reporter, I take the care of this disabled veteran very seriously, and it irritates me immensely when people do this sort of thing and there's no consequences for it.
Okay, just confirming you did notify property management and they stated that they can't do anything about it until the morning?
That's correct. And as a matter of fact,
who did you call? Is there a 24/7?
Yeah, I called down to the front desk and I spoke to, I think his name's Carlos. I'm not exactly sure, but he indicated in a recorded call for quality training and transparency purposes. So I actually have that call recorded, where he said that he's the only person down there taking calls tonight, and that there wasn't going to be anything done about it.
Wow. So I'll put in there in my call that someone named Carlos working the front desk told you that he cannot make.
Let me since you're going to put that in there, let me just call down there and verify his name real quick while I have you on speakerphone, and you'll be able to hear him most likely. Hold on, because I just want to verify. Yes, you must know it's me again. What was your name? I didn't catch your name. Carlos, I guess I was right. So Carlos, just to be clear, you don't have a towing policy that you're prepared to enforce when cars are illegally parked and legally on private property in legally designated handicap spots. Is that correct, Carlos? He told me, quote unquote, "Officer, ma'am, you can contact management when they arrive here in the morning," is exactly what Carlos just told me. If you'd like to add that to your incident report. Sir, you're required by law to have those cars towed. You know that they are in violation. They are parked in legally designated handicap parking spots, but you refuse to move those.
Yeah, he's got a number somewhere on file.
You've got a number on file, sir.
Some kind of towing company.
Some kind of towing company, sir. Hello, Carlos. Hello. Okay, so do you have a towing company, sir? Oh, he says he's speaking to the manager of the parking department. See, they have a third-party vendor. You know, when I first bought into Worldmark, we used to park here for free, but they alleged that because of the homeless problem, they've now contracted a third-party vendor to charge us $25 a day to park in our own parking garage. Now, I'm not too sure that's legal. I haven't looked into that yet, but that's what I've been told. We have to park in our own parking garage, and I don't even have access to a handicap parking spot. Isn't that some shit?
I'm sorry you got to deal with this. So he's just now telling you that there's a third-party parking management that he's now contacting? He didn't mention this earlier?
No, he did not.
Okay, so I'll document that as well.
Thank you.
All right. Well, is there anything else I can do for you tonight, ma'am?
No, thank you so much.
All right. Hope you have a better night.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Bye.
So,